Yes, this is also from Nighttime, the news.
In Washington, President Bush has this morning said the United States could not have normal relations with China until the validity of the demands of the pro-democracy movement are recognized.
It will take a recognition of the rights of individuals and respect for the rights of those who disagree. I don't want to pass judgment on individual leaders, but I want to make very clear to those leaders and to the rest of the world that the United States denounces the kind of brutality that all of us have seen on our television.
Meanwhile, in China, Prime Minister Li Peng appeared on television praising troops for their action against anti-government demonstrators.
Prime Minister Li Peng's televised appearance in the Great Hall of the People congratulating the troops clearly indicated that he's taken responsibility for the killings of anti-government demonstrators. With the hardliners firmly in control, television announcers also reported new martial law decrees backed by dire threats. On the Beijing streets, army squads could be seen clearing up after the violence and demonstrations. Utilising the propaganda potential, Chinese TV reported how the troops were proud to restore order to the city. In London, the Governor of Hong Kong met with Mrs. Thatcher and senior ministers to convey the growing alarm of Hong Kong residents.
I've had a very good and a very sympathetic response from the Prime Minister and the Foreign Secretary.
A top Soviet test pilot had a miraculous escape after his MiG-29 fighter plane crashed at the Paris Air Show. Flames were seen coming from an engine as the pilot Anatoly Kircher flew over the runway at slow speed. He fought to control the plane until the very last seconds when he managed to eject. It crashed less than a quarter of a mile from spectators. The Speaker of the Iranian Parliament has accused the British government of doing nothing to free British hostages in Beirut. Ali Rafsanjani said he'd help the hostages if Britain tried to locate 3 Iranians missing in Lebanon.
I again repeat that.
Soviet scientists are baffled by photographs of the surface of Mars, taken by the space probe Phobos as it travelled over the planet's equator. The pictures show an inexplicable pattern of lines on the planet's surface, which one British scientist has said look like an aerial view of Los Angeles. That's all for now. More news later.